Hello, my name is Bruce. Today we're going to paint an apple. First I'm going to sketch it. So that's basically the apple. The thing to remember is the groove at the top where there's a attached to the tree and the stem is put in, and at the bottom is flat. When we paint it, we're going to paint in layers where the light hits the apple. It's going to be a deep dark red, lighter, lighter until we hit the top. So let's start mixing our paint. I have Alizarin Crimson, I have Light, Cad Red, I have Sap Green, Ultramarine Blue, Burnt Umber, Yellow Ochre, and Black, and of course white. So I'm going to take some Crimson and some Cad Red. I'm going to mix these together. This is going to be my darkest color with a touch of blue. So I'm just going to paint that in very quickly, and we're going to work our way up the apple. The next layer is going to be the same mixture with more of the Cad Red. Next mixture is going to be the same as the last, but we're going to add yellow to it. It's going to come out almost an orange color, but more on the red side. Okay. And if you notice, what I'm trying to do also is I'm trying to make my strokes go left to right when I'm filling in the apple. Because when I get to the top and we add the paint that's going to go over this paint, it's going to go down and it's going to create like a glow to your apple. Add more yellow, and this time a touch of white. At the top of the apple, I'm going to go into Crimson again, and I'm going to build the back of the apple. And I'm going to carry that around the front of the apple, where I'm going to build like a little crown on the apple. I'm going to put a stem in. I'm just going to use a little liner brush And I'm going to touch of black and a touch of blue. Then I'm going to go into the little groove at the top, and I'm going to put some yellow in. Now, the reason why I did the stem in black is because if you add yellow, it turns to green. And there's always a green at the top of your apple. That's sap green with white. I'm pulling that onto the apple, onto the red part of the apple. Then I'm going to go to a straight yellow. Can't seem to pick up that yellow for some reason. There we go. Back to the green, and then we're going to fill in the top part. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to our reds, and we're going to build that top again. And we're going to pull it down, and we're going to leave part of the previous colors that we put on. Now your apple is starting to shape. I'm going to get a clean brush for the center part. I'm just going to brush that off, make it a little bit lighter in the middle there. There we go. Notice how shiny that apple gets when you do that. Now I want a darker color. I'm going to take a little bit of blue with my red, and I'm going to put a mark on the side where the shadow is going to be, make it darker. There we go. We're going to do the same on the bottom part where the light's going to be. Now I'm going to blend that in, starting with the dark side into the light. To go to the top again, change my brush, go back to my red one. Need a little bit more of a hill here, a little bit more of a crown to the apple, so that it looks like the apple's flat and coming out. Touch of black, touch of blue. There we go. And we want to blend that in again. I'm going to get away from the apple for a moment, and I'm going to go to the shadow. The shadow, I'm going to just use blue, and I'm going to use red. I'm going to pull this out like so. Then I'm going to use some white with red, a little bit of white red, like so. I'm going to blend this all in. It's nice pink, which is just what I wanted. There we go. Now I'm going to get away from that for a moment. I'm going to take my brush that's got the orange on it, add white. I'm going to put a horizontal line in here. I'm going to mix all these colors in because I'm building a foreground now. I'm going to go back underneath the apple with a dark color. A darker color, I guess I'd say. A blue and a black is nice. Touch of red. Drag that out and go to the front a bit and to the side a bit. Now we're going to go back to the apple. I'm going to put some highlights on the apple. What I'm going to use, just the white to start with. I'm going to touch the apple like so. And maybe another one here, and maybe another one up here. Go back to our reds. With a little bit of darkness into it. Now I'm going to take a orange color and I'm going to go all the way around the outside of the apple, and that's going to be like a reflective light. There's my orange, like so. And I want to touch that. Make sure I got lots of paint. And I want to go around the apple. Put some reflective paint into it. While I'm at it, I think I'll just straighten out this side here. There we go. Now, the apple's finished. What I want you to look at is basically how we built the colors up and made a globe out of this. This is what you're looking for. What I'm going to do on the side here, I'm just going to put color into it a bit. Not much, but just a little. That brings the apple towards you more. And I want to blend that in a little bit, and that is it. The apple's finished. I don't want to overdo it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration on how to paint an apple. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you very much for watching.